Welcome to the Battleground of the Gods.
Welcome, challengers, to Battleground of the Gods, a Smite podcast. I am your host today, Fro Double G, and joining me we have Nevea03.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Willow 1771.
What's going on, bots?
And joining us we have a very special guest, Jithins.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for being on today.
No
So,
problem.
as usual, before we get too far into anything, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Who dis?
All right, well, I'm Jithins, so I run a community tournaments for Smite. So I kind of run the largest one right now for Smite. I kind of just use that as a platform to like teach people how to commentate, admin, do that kind of stuff, production work, while players get like a really competitive playground. And I also stream on the Smite Game channel.
Nice.
So, how is that streaming on the Smite Game channel, by the way?
Oh, it's actually pretty really good, mostly because you just get a lot of like different opportunities. Like if you're like an individual, like if you're like a individual streamer, you can kind of just pretty much advertise your own channel in front of like thousands of people, and that kind of grows your own channel. But for me, like I use it as a platform to give like, hey, here's the games for my tournaments. That's not SPL or SML and stuff, but here I'm showcasing community commentators and community players, like, you know, wannabe players, pretty much wannabe pros.
Right on,
Nice.
right on. So, what started or made you start up the? I'm drawing a blank on it. The Smite Prime tournaments there.
Oh, well, so
Sorry, I just completely mind blanked for some reason. When
No, that
one of those
happens.
things when you go to ask the question, then you forget what the question was.
No, that happens. So pretty much back in, oh god, I don't even know how long, 5 years back, I guess. There was a Nord called Smite Central. They used to run like one of the largest community tournaments. I used to play in it a lot, and it got to the point where I realized I just suck at Smite. So I probably shouldn't try to go pro. So I volunteered and helped out quite a bit. Then I ended up being in charge of the community, running most of the tournaments and stuff. And eventually they wanted to shut down because the owner didn't want to keep going with Smite Central. But that would leave a bad position for the amateur scene, pretty much. It got to the point where like I was the only one running any tournaments, and I wanted to just keep that going. So I kind of just, I ran the tournaments for it. And I just started up Smite Prime to just say, hey, we still have a competitive place for players to just get better at Smite, and here you go.
Nice.
So, how you guys liking crossplay over there? Have you had a really chance to? I know you did your weekly 2v2s was crossplay like immediately.
Yeah, that was
You guys liking it though?
yeah. So well, for the longest I can remember, there's when I first started, like running community tournaments, we used to get like 32 teams, full brackets and stuff, and it kind of just went super downhill from there. Like, you know, you would barely get 8 teams and stuff. But again, last week I just hit a full 32 bracket, and that's the first time I've seen 32 team bracket in like 4 years. So that was really cool. And I think crossplay kind of brought a lot of that in. You know, just you're combining 4 platforms, pretty much saying, hey, everyone can compete, come out and compete. And that's what pretty much was able to happen. So crossplay is really cool. But for like those 2v2s are just meant for fun. So, you know, no one takes it actually competitively serious. But compared to the 5v5s, you know, console players want to just play with other other players playing with the controllers, and PC players just want to play with other PC players pretty much. So I kind of split the 5v5s up, but everything else is pretty much crossplay.
See, I personally don't understand that mentality. Like, now granted, I'm no high-end rank player or anything like that, and I'm no pro or anything like that. I'm just your average fucking player, but I could give a fuck less what controller scheme you're using. You're playing the same game. Like,
Right.
that's,
See,
like, I don't know.
see
I would just love for all of it to be just together.
Oh,
Just
yeah, no,
everything
100%.
always together for everything. Because
That would-
better matchmaking in the end.
Yeah, that would 100% make my life easier if I could just combine all the tournaments. But players actually did not want to. The thing was that, according to console players and PC players, you know, they said that PC players with keyboard and mouse had a higher skill cap compared to controllers. So they just wanted to be more on an even playing ground, because there's really to a certain skill cap you can reach, you know. So they wanted to say, hey, we can't reach a skill cap of a PC player. At a higher level, keyboard and mouse is better. I want to say that's kind of like their wording for it, and they want to keep doing that. So that's kind of the reason I split it, mostly because they didn't want to play at that high skill cap when they can't actually reach that skill cap.
No, I mean, I get it if that's what people like want, but I don't get the mentality of it.
Oh.
Because I'm the opposite. Like, I just wouldn't care less.
That's fair.
But
This is a huge discussion. It was a huge discussion during MSI when they decided to do quote-unquote cross-play for the tournament to allow the console teams to play in the same bracket. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the console players just played on PC.
Yeah.
With mouse and keyboard because everybody thinks it's an advantage. And really, in a high level of play, it is.
Yeah, and I think that's the only place where it is a huge advantage.
Agreed. I think I agree that I think the only place where it really makes that big of a difference is at the top 10% of player base.
Yeah, where their skill cap actually matters. Where
exactly.
So that's exactly the same reason I made the tournaments that way, because they want to play at a skill cap that they're comfortable with, and I kind of wanted to follow the current how the current system is set up. They currently have console and PC separated other than MSI. So you have the SCL and the SML. They're two separate things, and I wanted to kind of keep with that unless Hi-Res changes something. Then I'll go back to crossplay.
I believe it will come in the next season. I know that they haven't discussed anything officially yet, but a lot of people are looking at there being some sort of bigger console league, and then I don't know how they're going to do the MS or SML.
Yeah, hopefully, I think it's just going to be
I don't know either.
Well, I think it's going to end up
Shut up, bro. You do know.
You have no proof of this accusation.
Correct, except for the fact that in our show notes it says Olympian Review, and you're the Olympian.
Ooh, got him there.
Well, that's because we had our meeting on Friday.
Yeah. In one of the meetings that you've had over the last couple of months, they brought up talking about...
So, why don't we go ahead and move on to our games this week? Willow, you want to start us off with some games? I got a feeling yours will be the shortest.
I don't think mine will be the shortest. I've played surprisingly more than normal. I'm at a point
You're not wrong.
I'm at a point in Borderlands 3 where I'm farming a lot, but I also am still having, if there's a 5-man in Smite, I'd rather play Smite right now. Sure, I'm not jumping into a party with one other person and being like, let's grind Conquest, because that usually goes really poorly. But I will jump into a 5-man party. I'm a little mad at Nev because she said, oh yeah, we'll play tomorrow night or tonight. And then she just is like, never mind.
Look, okay, listen, I messaged Fro about that because he asked me, and then that was
No, I didn't ask you. You asked me to play, Nev, and then you didn't show up.
No.
I'm with Willow on this. Matter of fact, that's what I was saying when I hopped in Discord today, and you're like, I can't hear you. Sounds like a whispering. I'm like, Nev, I'm fucking pissed at you right now. I can't hear you. Nev, I'm really mad at you right now. Hello? I think my volume's messed up. I'm like, Nev, I'm really mad at you.
Look,
excuses.
Listen, I DM'd you at 7 or 7:30 and said I had to be on standby to sub. I told you.
What about that message that's so are you coming on at all tonight? And didn't get responded to at all?
Wait, hold on.
Wait. Gotta check the receipts.
Oh shit, dude, you DM'd me at 11:25.
Oh shit, dude, at 11:25. You DM'd me, ask if I was getting on at all.
So Willow, how were your games this week?
Yeah, that's what
all right. Sit back down, Nev. Sit back down.
So, I played a bunch. A lot with Key, some with Danny, a little with Ash, a little with. I haven't played with Colorado surprisingly this week, but we were actually just talking about this last night. They bring crossplay to PS4, and all our lobbies are like fully PS4 like all the time, except for Shro has been in our games a lot. Schrodinger, he's a PC player. He's pretty fun to play with. Except for he's a kill steal, like super hard. And yes, I'm calling you out.
He has one of the best Scyllas ever.
He's an extremely good player, but he really likes to steal kills.
There's nothing wrong with kill stealing. It's kill securing, all right?
That's right.
But yeah, he's we've been playing with him a bunch. He's pretty fun to play with. There's a bunch of other people that I'm sure I'm missing. But I have a couple plays that I want to highlight. There was a play I was playing with Ash in the duo lane. I of course was playing Horus. And I don't know what it is about Horus, but every time I play him, I make some sort of ridiculous play. We kill the duo lane in the first like 3 minutes. Like we played really aggressively, and we kill off the AMC and go to their purple buff. And for some reason, the Ravana is literally sitting in purple buff pit. And I'm at like half health. I don't have any. I think I had 1 pot left. And he full kits me, and I'm down to literally like 8 health. And he tries to chase me, but Ash was playing Neath, hit what's Spirit Arrow. And is that the ability? Whatever the 2 is, or the 1 is. I don't play Neath. He roots him, and I get some space, and I literally said to him, I'm going back in. You got to hit your shit. And I 180, I 2 him, I knock him up. He hits the weave, whatever the heal one is, on Neath, and I hit him with the second half of my 1 and kill him. And I literally had 8 health. I looked down and I had less than 10 health. I'm pretty sure it was at 8. It might have been less. But it was one of those plays I literally yelled into the mic, "Get shit on, kid!" Because it was just like, wow, I shouldn't have lived there. He needed like half an auto to kill me. But I think that's really the only like highlight play. But I've been having fun playing Conquests. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired of Assault. And the reason I'm a little tired of Assault, and don't get me wrong, I love the game mode Assault. I love the randomness. I love the team fight aspect of it. Like, it in general is a good mode. But I have been getting the worst fucking RNG ever.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Like,
all the
Danny
time.
fucking was even in the Discord. Like, we played a couple games yesterday morning. I got a little salty. Fro had his faulty moment. It happens. But yeah, I was the same thing, dude. Like, I bitched to you last night. I was like, dude, literally, like 5 of my 7 games that I've played tonight
has been heavy one way.
4 physical.
Yeah. And a
Guardian.
Guardian.
And they're not the best ones. And like a Guardian. And it's like, I am getting fucking or a mobile mage that they can just blow up easily.
Yep.
I'm like, I can't fucking take this much more.
I had a 5-man physical team with like 3 assassins, and we re-rolled every single one and still got 5 fucking physical gods.
I literally had one of that yesterday. Like, everyone on my team re-rolled it, and it was still all physical. So I'm like, oh my god, how do we re-roll? We all had physicals. We all re-rolled, and we still got all physicals. Sometimes I question it. You're right.
Sometimes the RNG is just like, fuck you, here you go. Bend over, bitch!
The worst is when you get someone like, oh no, we got a Loki, re-roll that shit, and then someone else re-rolls after you do, and they
gets
get
the
Loki
Loki back!
Oh my fucking god. That's frustrating to me.
Yep. There should be a guard again. You
Although
need to bring this up.
I did see a miracle. Someone re-rolled a healer and got a healer.
Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that one too
oh,
recently.
Sweet fucking Jesus, dude. You went from, because they re-rolled Terror, I think it was, and ended up getting like an Afro or Helm. Like, you went from being the biggest piece of shit to the luckiest motherfucker that's probably going to carry us now.
Did you play the score line in the lotto when that happened? Holy shit.
Jeez, oh man.
I probably should have.
But yeah, like I said, I've won a couple of those games, but it's still not fun. You know what I mean? Like, why are we getting the worst team comp, and then they're getting like Zeus and Alpwash, and you're like, okay, this is fair. But yeah, that's pretty much been my games. I've had a couple other plays here and there, but nothing that I need to address. That Horus play was just so much fun because we literally killed the Terra. I don't know why she started her monolith level 1. We killed the Terra.
Nani?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. We killed the Terra at level 1. She played.
Wait,
all
what?
she did was
What did she
place
start?
her. She started her
The
monolith.
heal.
Okay.
So she placed her monolith on her wave, which doesn't heal the wave, by the way. So we just kill her level 1, and then the AMC
She was body blocking autos with the monolith. Top tier strat, Willow. You just don't know about it.
Except for she wasn't
Can't
blocking
even
any.
say-
She wasn't blocking any
Can't even
minions.
say that straight face.
And then the AMC was like, I was playing really aggressive. This AMC decides to walk up to the wave. I'm Horus, by the way. He's AMC level 1. All he has is the swarm. So I just wait for him to swarm and then go in on him, and we just kill him too. It was just one of those games where you felt really good the first couple minutes. You're like, this is gonna be a good game, and then we ended up losing. But yeah, no, it's been fun playing with the boys. I want some more Xbox people and PC people to play with, though. Nev.
Hey, what are you doing after we
Yeah,
record?
Nev.
Hey,
Nev?
hey, guys.
I'm gonna get on Smite and get stood up by fucking Nevea 03 again.
Yeah.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Guys, hey, what are you doing after recording?
At 3 o'clock when we're done
California.
recording. At 3 o'clock when
Uploading
we're
my
done
audio,
recording,
and you
she
better
goes,
get to editing.
"Oh, sorry guys, I gotta edit."
What?
That's
You're
that's
not on
gonna be
schedule
you.
to edit this week.
I know you're gonna say that to us. Oh
No, I'm
I
not.
can't
I'm
play
editing
right
tomorrow while everybody's at work.
now.
Let's play
Oh,
Smite.
okay.
I can't really blame her there because now that I have Wednesdays off, my editing gets done almost exclusively Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
I just usually do mine right after the episode. That's what I've done the
No,
last two
I'm not doing
episodes.
that. I'm playing some Smite game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with Nev on this.
All right. So since Nev wants to actually play Smite game, why don't you talk about your games this week?
All right, boys. I have felt the nerf of AMC, and it is sad.
Good nerf.
It was a good.
No!
nerf. It was needed.
It's not a good nerf. Give me the bees
No.
back.
Amazing. No, you don't.
It was
You
perfect.
don't need the fucking bees.
I need the bees.
No, you don't need to be able to have health me with your passive. Fuck off.
That's the best part.
No, it's not. Motherfucker's got 5 abilities because of his passive.
His poke is so real. I hate his poke. It's so strong.
Like, literally, as an assault main, if you played AMC in assault and you didn't buy crushers or brawlers to start with, you were
You're
just
doing it
flat
wrong.
ass wrong.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're doing
Period.
it.
You were wrong. There literally was. I'm normally the type of guy who like, well, to each their own play style. No. AMC with those 2 items with his old passive, you were fucking wrong if you didn't get those.
Yup. Yep.
Anyways, continue about your balanced god now.
Oh, well, no, that was just literally the only comment I had about it. I also
Okay,
played one of the most long Infinite Assault games I've ever played in my entire life. All right,
How long was
picture
Weekend?
this. We got 5 Discordias on one team, 5
Mhm.
Persephones on the other.
Oh,
How
boy.
long do you think this game took?
Way too
taking
long.
bets.
12 seconds.
It's at least gonna be 20 minutes of staring at each other getting nothing done, plus probably another 20 to play the game.
Anybody else?
3
Think
minutes.
anything?
3 minutes. That's my number. That
Okay,
sounds like
I said it was the longest Infinite Assault.
It
Jithins
might
over
have
here
felt
like 3
long,
minutes.
alright? That might have felt long. All right, that could have been. I've had games where I played MOTD and I'm just like, all right, this is the longest 3 minutes of my life. I can't believe the game ended in 3 minutes. There are
All right.
definitely those games. All right.
There are. I will agree.
So the winning team had 82 kills. The losing team had
Holy fucking Christ.
74 kills. The team Persephone, aka my team, won that game in 40 minutes and 29 seconds.
Ah, I fucking knew it.
Oh, it's so long.
Fucking knew it.
Oh my
20 minutes to play
God.
the game, 20 minutes to stare at each other. That's all you fucking do. Although 80 and 80 sounds like 20 minutes of running at each other, but
There were so many yeeted ults all over the goddamn map. Just apples everywhere and roaring skulls, and it was insanity. It was a lot of fun.
so
though.
I'm going to blame the top damage Discordia on the enemy team for not being able to carry hard enough.
I
You
think
get
she
an
actually
extra,
dis-
like, shit ton of fucking power from all those buffs.
I think she actually disconnected. Apparently, she had to like go pick up her kids or something because
Oh,
she
yeah.
she had top damage and top kills, and she like left at like 35 minutes or so.
So always blame the kids. Got it.
No, it's a running joke. Who had that happen in their game?
Bryce had it happen.
Yeah, was it a rank game where he was just like, I gotta go
Nope,
pick up
he
my
was
kids?
playing an assault game, and they were like 8 minutes or 9 minutes into assault, and then the Xing Chen on their team is just like, all right, guys, I gotta go pick up my kids, and just left. And he's like, you fucking thought this game would be done in 9 minutes? Like, what?
F6 at 10.
So that takes the record for me for longest infinite assault game. Oh man. Other than that, I've been playing some the Goddess of Demonetization. Her name is not spoken here. And then
Was.
yeah. Was. I've been playing some was. I've been playing some Goobus as well. Been fragging with Goobus. And I got Merlin in an arena and went 11-0. And that was my last game last night. That felt real good. Oh, and Raijin. Raijin's getting a buff, guys. So I've brought
Hell
Raijin. I've brought Raijin out of retirement. We're learning how to play the drums again, just in time for that buff. So,
Dude, I'm stoked about this. You can ask Willow. Raijin's one of my mid-comfort picks. Like, I pick Raijin on the regular.
I apparently need to go
I'm
back and
fucking
look at these
stoked.
patch notes because I missed the patch part of it and like caught the like. I think I saw
He's getting
whoever
a
the
small
last
tweak
god
to
was.
Raiju.
But
a
I
small tweak.
missed it. But everyone's like, "Oh yeah, they're doing this buff, and I'm like, "Wait, what? Holy shit, let's go!" I didn't know Raijin was getting buffed.
You know, the most important thing about the patch, though, was that Merlin is actually getting a Merlin skin, complete
Yes.
with the
Except
freaking
for it's
owl.
behind
so
the fucking paywall.
unlucky.
Willow's like, damn it. Never getting it.
Nope, not getting it. I want it really bad, but I am not spending a bunch of money to get a bunch of junk I don't want just to get one skin that I do want.
Or what you gotta do is just go to Mixer Chat and just ask for codes. That's
there
usually
you go.
what we see.
If we get one of the, I'm not gonna lie. If we get one of those codes, I'm probably gonna take it. I'm not lying. I don't feel bad.
Wow.
I don't feel bad.
I want the Farmer Persephone
Reported.
skin the most. I think.
I'm sitting over here, Cupid Main himself, not owning the spooky Cupid. We've gotten over
Okay,
11
hold on,
fucking
wait,
codes for it and
pause,
handed
time.
them all out.
Time. How many gems did you get from being an Olympian this month?
Let's move on from this.
All right then.
So,
Shut the
I don't have the,
It's
the
a known
Cupid
issue.
skin.
It's a known issue. All right,
I want
well,
one fucking skin.
That about wraps up my week.
Bruh, I'm upset. We literally had, like, I think I got 5 Cupid skin codes, or 6 of them, and
We got
10
3.
total. We got, so it wasn't 9. Yeah, we had 9 different fucking Cupid skin codes. And I'm like, this is one of my favorite Cupid skins already, and I really want it, but I can't. Damn it.
I just toss them as a prize pool in my tournaments. That's all I do with it.
Well,
That's what we did with ours.
I'll actually
I
use
gave
that
ours
as a
away.
stepping stone. Yeah, Willow did his, or did the podcast ones in a giveaway, but I actually took mine and donated them all to Mad Accountant, except for one.
Ooh.
I handed to one of my friends. I'll leave it at that. Not really. I gave it to Gilly for helping us out with the assault tournament. But I gave them
That
all to
leads
Mad
into a
Accountant
good
because
thing.
he had his You Play, I Pay charity event for the team that raised the most money. so they all could get the Cupid skin for doing a good job. I think in total, because as y'all know, I wasn't here last week. In total, because I participated in that. In total, they did $6.95 or $5.95.
I think it was.
I think it's $5.95.
Yeah.
Was it $6.95? Yeah. It was a lot of money that he ended up donating because everyone ended up winning a whole bunch of games. Got to give a shout out real quickly to Rick and his team who did Conquest. We got Big Rick 20X, Hide Train, Coffin Monkey, Silent Aces, and Dicky. They all did some Conquest games trying to earn some money there.
And then one game.
Very unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
They had bad luck. But still, shout out because,
Yeah.
they did win. They did contribute still. And, they were trying. It's just that dealt a bad hand.
That was the other thing. Apparently, Coffin had a drinking game going on in between all of that there. And so I wasn't here last week because I had my birthday weekend last weekend. So I joined into their
Happy
party.
Birthday, Nev.
Thank you. I joined in after I got home and everything, and Coffin was wasted. I was like, what happened? And he's like, well, I had to take a shot anytime I died by Kraken. And I died a lot. And I was like, oh, well, that explains everything.
Yeah, seeing those messages in the Discord the next day, he's like, I woke up with 2 glasses. And you're like, yeah,
okay.
you said you lost yours. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense then. It's like, Jesus Christ, monkey.
So I get in there. Hyde is AFK. I'm assuming he just got up and
Nope the
walked
fuck
out of
out.
the room. Yeah, and just didn't leave the party or anything. So he's not even there. And so I'm like, okay, let's just the 3 of us. Let's play a joust. We queue up for a joust. About 3 minutes into the game, Rick's like, I'm gonna order a pizza. And AFK's in fucking Fountain. Meanwhile, Coffin's like, Nev, pick a number between 1 and 9. I'm like, I don't know, 7? He's like, okay, I'll be right back. Both of these motherfuckers are AFK. And I'm sitting here trying to hold Phoenix by myself. We lose. Coffin's like, I'll be right back. Never returns. So, that was fun.
Almost like Nev when she says that she wants to play. What?
This isn't about me. This is about Coffin.
All right, yeah. We'll continue shaming Coffin for never coming back.
And then he messaged me the next morning. He's like, did I fall asleep in the middle of the game? And I was like, no. You just never queued because you walked away. And then he lost his glass, and then he woke up the next morning and found both of them next to him. I'm like, how did you lose the glass if it was right next to you? He's like, well, because the whole night I had it on my right side. And then I woke up and
I
was
put it on my left.
And then, and then he's like, I put it on my left, and I didn't know where it was. And I was like, oh my god.
It was too hard to turn to the left.
Slide to the right.
So they
slide to the left.
The point of the story here is, in spite of everything, they had a great time, and big props to Matt Accountant for doing the event because it's a really awesome thing that you did.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fun thing to do. Take a shot every time you die to put side and ult.
That was really dumb. Yeah.
That sounds like a slippery slope, and he slipped. Because I don't think a shot's going to help you survive the next one with your Aegis response timing.
I think that explains so much.
So, over on the non-conquest side, which I signed up for, our team was it was a little hodgepodge, because we were down a player from the start, because Fro fucked up and forgot to tell the person that we were good to go. Yeah, my bad.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Tink. I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally messaged her the week before, being like, I gotta record and I got all this other stuff, but I'll see what my plan's gonna be. I'll hit you up. And I never hit her back up until we were literally grouping up to start. And I'm like, Tink, where you at? And she's like, you never messaged me. And I'm like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. You're right. I felt like Nev not responding to that message yesterday. I really felt like an asshole.
Okay, all right.
So
why why is this constantly coming up? I've already apologized.
It's topical. That's why. It's topical.
I feel really bad.
The hurt is still fresh in my heart.
Do
so
you, though?
my team mainly consisted of me, Key, and Danny. We three were consistent, right? But we picked up Lantern. Oh boy, Lantern and Ash, I believe, were there, but then they had to take off because they had prior shit and they were kind of subbing in last minute. Then we end up grabbing Colorado to join us, and he stayed with us for a while, and I want to say Koja, but I don't think it was Koja. I am drawing a fucking blank on who our fifth was that we ended up picking up. I'm so sorry. Random person I can't remember. But we end up winning 8 out of 10 of our games. We did 8 arenas and 2 assaults. The assaults were losses. And if you were playing Smite the Friday before last in arena, I am sorry. Because you ran into the sweatiest, fucking most try-hard people in arena that have existed in the past, month.
Fro played
I'm
Zeus
not even
9
shitting
out of 10 games.
I played Zeus. Literally every arena game, Zeus. And, we either had an Ares or an Odin or a Cerberus to go with that every time. And then the last 5 games, or maybe it was the last 4 games, we literally all right, people, from here on out, you are not allowed to pick a god unless you're a diamond in that god. And we played nothing but our diamonds. I stayed with Zeus, and they still kind of picked guys that went around Zeus, but it was diamonds only, try hard, sweaty as fuck. We went, the very first blue buff, red buff, right? We made sure we would pull the 2 together. That way I could Zeus shield and lightning bolt them to get out the wave quicker, to push that wave, to keep on the early pressure. Sweaty. That's what we did. I shit you not. I haven't tried that hard to win games in fucking forever. And we were all of us were in the mindset, we are here to fucking win. And yeah, we would call each other out, no, you're too far out of position. We got, you would have thought we were trying out for an SPL team, all right? That's what I'm trying to say here. We were shot calling, people missing, this person's backing, I got this many second on alts, you wish any of us were in your ranked games for that night, trust me. But we end up fragging. Actually, no, I played Zeus in 7 of those 8 games, because I did play Shock one game.
I was going to say, you played Shock 1 game.
I did play Shock 1 game. And that was after we declared. I kind of got a little tired of Zeus at that moment, but I'm all right, diamonds only, people, but I'm switching off Zeus, so I went to Shock. And that just so happened to be one of the 2 games Matt Accountant came to spectate. And I wasn't, carrying by any means. I think I ended up, 4-3. But I was running at these kids. My rest of my team was fucking fragging, and I'm just running at them. It was good. We had a good time. Very fun. Mad, thank you for putting it on. Yeah, definitely a blast. Next time he does it, I highly suggest everyone who can sign up. It was fun.
You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is play the game.
Yeah, that was it. We just had to win. That's all we need to do to raise the money. So also last weekend, I ended up going up north to go kayaking and camping. I fucking hate camping. It was cold. It rained. Luckily, it rained the day we were packing up, and we woke up early to pack up. We woke up at 7 and got all packed up.
7 is early?
But I mean, when you don't
what?
When it's Sunday and you want to fucking sleep in, yeah.
I have a strict rule. I always wake up at 6 a.m. flat. Just just got in the habit of it. I don't even have to put an alarm anymore. It's so bad.
No, I sleep in on the weekends.
Can't do it anymore.
And we did just wake up at that time normally too. No alarms or anything. But it was cold as fuck. It was 40 degrees out. That wasn't too terribly fun. But going down the river was a blast. We actually went down a little bit. It was a little faster river, no rapids, anything like that, but very twisting, turning river. That was cool. Then I also, last week before, signed up for the Exilium what is it? Amateur or
Classic.
Nev? What? Classic League?
The
Yep.
Classic League.
For all
Ah,
the gold, silver, and bronzy people like myself.
so I get to see you
Uh,
on the other side of the conquest map, is what you're saying.
He's gonna
Yes.
Ymir freeze you in mid lane.
Ymir and Conquest.
Shit. He knows all of my weaknesses.
Nev, you think I'm joking, but I've already told the team that if we're going against you, I'm
No.
going to ban Vulcan, I'm
Uh-huh.
going to ban Chiron, and I'm going to pick Ymir jungle.
Target
Shit.
banned.
No, yeah, target ban. Like, I even told the rest of the team, I'm okay with banning 4 mids and picking Ymir jungle.
You know what? I'm used to people target banning my Vulcan, because ever since I went 10-0 and 14 with him, I never got to play him again.
Yep, don't expect to
So-
play him again. So no Vulcan,
All right,
no
that's
Chiron.
fine. That's fine.
And let's see here. I'll have to go through your Smite Guru to see who else to ban.
I guess this means I need to be a little bit more selective about telling you what I've been working on, huh?
You also need to work on your god pool.
What are you talking about? I
No.
got a lot of diamonds.
clearly you are the one getting target banned, so clearly you need to make sure you have a full god pool. And
Yeah, it's cause I fragged with AMC and before the buff or the nerf.
You know,
Rip
we
the
might
beef.
just ban AMC just because fuck you, Neff.
That's
Okay,
fine.
hold
That's a
on.
waste of a ban.
Pause.
That's a waste of
Time.
a
No, I
ban.
know.
You do it.
don't ban AMC if you're gonna pick Ymir jungle, because then you
Yeah,
just
I know.
run it.
I know. But really, though, Raijin, you did mention just playing him, and we're probably going to ban him now. Thank you. So, I started up.
Well,
or
Nev
joined
will
an Exilium
not be
Classic.
in any future episodes until after this league is
Oh
over.
god.
Just kidding.
So, we started up a little team. The 3 Ts, the top tier trolls. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, and
nothing
you got an
exciting about
emote
the name.
too.
Yes. Well, I was like, you know what? We need to get the Girthworm one. We finally got one in the Discord for the Girthworms. And then I was like, fuck it. Hey, might as well make one for ours too. But yeah, we had our very first scrim last Monday. That was exciting. The team, I put that we were looking for a scrim in the Exilium Discord for gold level scrims, because I feel like we're all kind of silver to gold level range. So some diamond players responded, and I didn't know that they were
Yeah.
diamond.
Yeah.
And a diamond and GM too. They had one of them, or masters. One had a masters border. Responded that they wanted to do this scrim, and I'm like, oh, okay. I think we got our ass kicked. Like, we F6'd at like 12 minutes because they were already pushing down 2 Phoenixes. I'm like, all right, there's nothing we have learned from this at all, and there's nothing more to
Exactly.
learn from this match. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, you guys literally just beat us on mechanics alone. Like, well, and obviously like rotation and all that, but there was nothing for us to really learn at all. You just snowballed so much that you're like, you're diving at us. You're 4-man diving us in T2 tower with T1 still up at 3 minutes. What is there to learn from this?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Similar thing happened to us our first split. I can tell you offline here some ways you can look around that, but I don't understand the mentality of it, honestly, because like the higher level teams aren't going to learn anything at all because they're just doing that, and then the lower level team is either not going to learn anything or they're going to get so tilted that they don't want to play anymore. So who's honestly benefiting
Well,
in a matchup like that?
Yeah.
Well, like from a tournament perspective, that kind of it's kind of normal to put low team against good team right off the back. I know you're talking about the scrims, but generally what you learn from that is what you're supposed to be doing in those cases are you watch from the other team, see where they went, see what they were planning, what they were doing. You can look at your mistakes, but you can also look at the other team, watch them, and see if they made any mistakes, and you can capitalize on that when you're reviewing. So even though it's a stomp, it happens. I've seen it plenty of times. There are moments where you can just say, hey, that team did this wrong. That might have been something we should have capitalized on. Or, hey, they're doing this really well. We should probably be doing that as well. So even with stomps, with higher level, you kind of start to see their thought process, and that's something you should be trying to mimic.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
So
I don't have anything else to add other than I agree.
But when you got a bunch of diamond players shitting on silver gold players, when we were expecting people of our level, and then like...
Yeah, it becomes very tilting. Like right off the bat, you're just like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the other team is higher level, then they're likely to make less mistakes, and you can see what they're doing, right? And if you're playing with someone of equal level, like they're not really improving. You're just beating someone your own level. When you start playing against higher level players, you start to pick up their patterns, pick up what they do, and do what they do, and that's kind of that's kind of what we see very often, that lower level teams trying to and wanting to fight higher level players. They just want to learn from what they do. So yeah, we get it when you're expecting to fight your own level. That's cool. You want to have an even playing ground, but sometimes it's just better to face a higher level team and just really see what they do and see what you can copy from them, pretty much.
See, and Willow kept trying to say shit like that in our group chat that we have for the team. But it's really one of those situations where you kind of had to be there, because when they're literally just 3-man rotating the entire game, starting at like literally 1 minute in, and just rotate that, like, and then all they did is pick like super CC heavy guy. Like, I don't know. There really wasn't much to learn from it, like what they're doing to beat us, when they just mechanically and just grouping up. I know they're like, well, you could have grouped up early and you could learn from that. Yeah, I get that, but it was so one-sided that it literally was. It's like not to call us bots, but when you go into a bot match, what can you learn from that?
Oh yeah, bot match.
Not
much.
shit. They literally just came in and just blew us up. They literally all just blew us up, mechanically. Turns out, because by the way, this whole team is all PC people and we're all console. So, Diamond Masters PC people, when they're fucking, and I think what their carry was like an Uller or some shit like that, and just Danny's learning to play carry, right? This guy's already knows how to do it and he's high level, and just, yeah, shit like that. It just, there really wasn't much to learn. Because they also, at no normal game are you ever at 12 minutes going to have 2 Phoenixes down. There's a certain point where this game doesn't happen enough for any of this information to really be relevant. You guys are just, you aren't normally that far ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get your standpoint. I mean, that's fair. I mean, like, games happen.
And plus, maybe if we actually like had someone spectating or a coach to get us like a little bit like view of what was going on in the entire game. But for most of us, it's just like, oh, 3 people here now. Oh, 3 people here now. Oh, 3 people here now.
There's a reason why they call me 4 mid, I'm dead, Nev. Because that literally happened to me.
Well, like, my first speed buff respawn, I had 4 people there waiting for me.
Yep.
Like, waiting, like, I show up to the buff. They didn't take the buff. They were waiting for me to show up to the buff, and then blew me up. It's like, all right, like, what are we learning here again? But anyways, so, and here's what adds to the trolliness of this. We're like, fuck it, we'll play another one, right? We're a little bit more prepared now. We were also trying to try out some different gods. We're like, we'll just stick on some comfort picks and try to play as safe as we can. They queue us up for a corrupted arena. Random gods. We leave the match. Like, instantly, we load in and we have 6. We're like, what the fuck is this? No, like, get us the fuck out. He sends me a message. What's wrong? Why'd you guys leave? Fuck you, dude. Like, literally, suck my dick. You can shut the fuck up. You are just a troll and a piece of shit. Don't message me again. Like, we're out here trying to improve, and you are literally targeting lower level players, and on top of that, trolling them with this bullshit. Fuck you.
All right,
and then I contacted my good friend,
That's
the
really
admin
toxic.
in their Discord, Big Rick, and he took care of it for me. So, fuck you again, bud. Not Rick, the other guy. Then
I was
I
like,
ended
wait
up
a minute.
contacting Split Push because I had got a hold of them previously. I'm like, hey man, I explained it to them real quick what went on. I'm like, these guys just trolled us in our scrims, like our very first ones. And I even put, when I was looking for scrims, our very first scrim ever. Like, our team has rarely played together, ever, even in casuals. And they do that to us, right? And Dan's like, oh, fuck, all right. So Dirt Naps Dan gathered up his crew, and we actually did, we didn't get a chance to do a best of 3 because it was kind of late at that point, but we did 2 games against them guys. Or maybe it was just 1. I think it was 2. But that was actually good. That actually we had a lot more we could learn from. Their sub-jungler that they had, he was pretty fucking good on Erlong. I forget his name, but he did pretty well. We ended up winning that match too, but I think it ended up going on for like 45 minutes. It was definitely a back and forth. And I think that pretty much concludes most of my week or 2 that I've had.
Well, we're 47
so.
minutes in, so we might as well get to Jithins games.
Oh, my games. Let's see. A lot of Assault, a lot of Conquest. Yeah, I play way too much Assault. Like, I have like over 3,000 games in Assault. It's bad.
Oh, we have
Oh,
another
me too.
pro.
Yeah, me too. I'm on your levels.
Yeah,
I'm on your levels, man.
But I don't know if it makes it worse, but I also
They
have...
call me the non-conquest Olympian, but really I'm the assault Olympian,
Alright,
but whatever.
Alright, but in fairness, I also have over 3,000 games in Conquest, so I don't know how this fits. You know, they're like total opposite game modes, and I just absolutely love both of them.
No, I'm right there. My second most played mode is Conquest. I think I only got like 1,000. Maybe not even that.
I've been playing a lot of Corrupted Arena, though. That mode is way too fun. I love
That's what
it.
I forgot to talk about in my games. That game mode is AIDS right now because everybody just builds like the stupidest shit or picks the safest gods.
No! So, alright. So, I have to troll, and I play Xingtian full movement speed with maximum cooldown. Alright? I'm sorry, but I just want to knock people off the map.
No, that's what I want to do. I played tank Humbats with full cooldown so that I could ult on cooldown, and we played against an Afro and a Kepri. Fuck you.
No, I had this really fun pentakill. I think, hold on, let me see if I can grab a clip real quick. I know people can't watch the clip, but I'll let you guys see the clip. It was just a phenomenal pentakill, and I was just like, alright, this is the definition of Corrupted Arena. And it's just me being a Xingtian. I literally grab 4 people, toss them in a hole, then I just push a Hercules off the map with the cruel wind or relic, and I'm just like, all right, that's it. That's all you need. And I jump into the hole as well. That's all you need. Yeah, no, Corrupted Arena is just too fun, and I'm really happy Classic Joust is coming back too. I mean,
Yes.
like, worst map confirmed, but it's coming back, and it's like, all right, nostalgia right there, and that's the only reason I want to play it. It's just pure nostalgia. But yeah, no, like my Assault and Conquest games have been going pretty okay. It's just like, all right, let's not try to die, and that's about it. Solo queuing is quite different, I should say.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on that one.
I just feel bad so my thing is like my elo is so screwed. I either get like paper 5 players or I get grandmasters.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you, but you 4-man ulted as Xing Chen and then got with the Cruel Wind, the 5th one.
Yep.
I got to give props to that Cruel Wind.
I wasn't even expecting to be there. I was like, all right, Hercules, I know you're staring at me, but you're in position for me to kill you. I gotta do it. That's literally all that play was.
Kudos.
But that's what Corrupted Arena is all about. It's just like, you just gotta toss them off the map and that's it. I don't even know if you can see the build in that, but it was like Traveler Shoe, Relic Dagger, Bumbus Mask, like Winged Blade. I overcapped on cooldown and stuff on it, but it's just so much fun to play Xingtian in Corrupted Arena. I just don't know why people don't do it more.
Did they fix it so you can't use Cruel Wind on your allies? Because I was trying that on Willow the other day, I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but it seems like it passes through your allies now, and I was kind of
Really?
sad.
Oh man.
No, I'm pretty sure I did it to whoever
yeah, I don't
played
think they
with in my
patched
second
it.
game.
I don't think they patched it. I think I did that to someone
I don't
the
know
other
what
day.
the fuck maybe I was just bad luck, because I was like, a couple times I'm like, that should have pushed him in. What the fuck?
100%.
So, all right, I was playing with my buddy you fella, right, from the Discord here, and I think Staffelmeister was with us, or Staffmeister, and he was on Cerberus, and I was on Kuzenbo. I end up pushing him off, like myself personally, 4 times with the cruel wind, and then Staffmeister pushed him off another, 3 more times, 2 more times, but he ended 9-8, but he would have been like 9-1 or 9-2 if it wasn't for us pushing him off constantly. But he got me back, right? The very last, the enemy's at like 5 tickets. I'm sitting there, I go to back after a team fight where we just kill 4 of them. And then Staff and you line up with me, and one pushes one with this cruel wind as the other one's cruel wind fires, which comes over and pushes me off, and then shoots me off the map, and we lose the match.
Toxic.
No enemies around. They'd already died in backflip, and I'm like, all right, I deserve that. That's some karma. That's karma.
That's fantastic.
Nev, did you see the video? I posted the video.
Yeah, I did. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I have played 2 games of Corrupted Arena. Both games had stupid team comps on the enemy team. One had a Jingwei, a Hell, and something else that was like stupid safe. And I played Scotty to try and do the ice trick where you slide them off. I did end up getting the Jingwei as she tried to dash off the ice. It just went right into the hole. Fro saw that one. So that one was crap because the Hell just literally cleansed everybody out of everything. It wasn't super fun. And then I played a game as Humbats to try and use my totem to knock people off. I did get the Mercury twice, but they had an Afro and what's the god? God almighty, Kepri, to just like make people safe, which made it extremely unfun. And on top of that, we had an AMC who DC'd at the beginning of the match. So we were down a guy.
Have you seen...
Wait, hold on. There's more to the story.
All right.
We were down a man. We ended up winning the regular match. And we go into the special after victory match. And won the after victory match. Our Hercules was like, he was just random, but he fucking popped off. He was like 25-10 or something like that. He fragged, and we ended up winning both, even though they had like super safe gods, and they were up a man. We ended up winning. I was like, this is stupid. How did we win this?
Have you seen the latest BMT video, Jing Baited? Like they posted like an hour ago.
I haven't watched it. I just got up literally before recording, so.
So Snort gets like 7 or 8 kills with Jingwei knock up by the edge because someone will walk into it and it knocks him up all over the edge.
Oh, jeez.
It's fucking hilarious.
I gotta watch. I'll watch it after.
There's a couple in the same one where it's Apollo mezzas and then Cruel wins while he's dabbing. Because he's using the race car skin that can dab.
Yep.
I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
My favorite part.
Sorry, Justin. Back to your games.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any more games. So I'm a support main, so it's kind of like I've been learning other roles for a while now. So Hunter's the one I'm on right now. It's Hunter and mid. I want to really get that down. And it's just the funniest thing. Sometimes just players just digress. Like I had a game where our Kepri, my support, so I was playing ADC this game, tried to gank duo. I don't know what he was trying to do. Level 1, he grabs a duct, and it's just like, alright, they have an on her, and they had, I forgot who their support was, but it was someone with hard CC, and he just tried to gank, and I'm just like, why would you do that? You just got yourself CC'd and died. And it's the funniest thing. I'm just like, and somehow it was my fault. So there's always that. Always blame the ADC if the support dies. There's that too, or you always blame the support. It's one or the other. So yeah, my matches have been going pretty well, except when I don't play support.
Yeah, I feel you. When I don't play support and we're like a random get support, it was it usually goes bad. There's a couple people that we play with that have been playing a little bit more support and have been definitely getting better. So there's always that.
Ash,
he's working on his support.
I love
all right,
support.
so I got to bring this up real quick because I know Nev partakes in the random diamond challenge.
Yeah, buddy.
I decided I was going to partake in it too.
I hate that you partook in it because I'm the one who has to fucking deal with it.
Oh my god, I got Kali. All right, I got like 28 some odd goddamn diamonds, right? There's like 60 gods I got sitting at Mastery 5, right? Just like 5 alone. Like there's maybe 20 gods in total that are below Mastery 4. Fucking Kali I had at Mastery 1. It's like, oh my fucking god, no! So I've been playing some Kali. She's up to, I think, rank 4 or 5 right now, and my head is very sore from bashing it against the fucking wall. You do gotta say it. My Kali is improving, though.
It's better.
I will give it that.
It's better. I will give you that. It's better. But it, like...
like that one game where I ended up carrying, I went like fucking 12-2. I was like, hell yeah.
Every once in a while you pop off. But Kali is one of those gods, if you don't pop off, you are literally worthless.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All game long. But you don't want to have 6 because when I finally come online, oh boy, I can do something. But that's another 30 minutes, guys. Fuck.
Guys, just stop dying for the next 20 minutes. We'll be fine.
Oh, fuck. It's rough, dude. It is fucking rough.
I almost want to tell you
I forget who Adios got. And Adios got a Wheelix. So if I'm not fucking trying to group up with people to play Kali, because I don't do Kali, you got Adios like, hey, let me hop in and play some Wheelix. So, sorry anyone grouping up with us. Your junglers suck right now. Oh, by the way, Fro's not a jungler, but I'm learning it now too, by the way. I'm not sure if anyone knows this. That team I said I was on, I'm a jungler. ? Nani.
Nani, indeed.
All right, we're an hour in.
Are we going to talk about Spectator, or we got a different topic? Or
no, we're going to move on from that.
Don't worry, I can do a rant on Spectator if needed.
I know, that's why we're moving on from that.
All right.
I hope you know, like, you are being heard, trust me. Like, every time you and Flare Boot start talking, it gets posted in the Olympian Discord, and we're like, oh my god, we know.
See?
Flare, stop it. Flare, stop. Jithins, stop. You guys,
stop feeding into it.
I can't help it. I have like over 1,000 hours on like production and stuff. It's frustrating.
I get it. I understand. I really do. Like, because like they've talked to me a few times about like console spectator issues and like just different aspects of that.
Console itself is a nightmare.
I've worked with the sale guys to set up that one tournament, and like console spectator failed on us in the whole tournament. Even though there was like $200 worth of prizing, nothing was able to be spectated at all. Nothing could be watched because console spectator just didn't work.
Yeah,
I think my favorite thing about console spectator is when you do get it to work. No, I'm being sarcastic. When you do get it to work. Okay, so first off, assets don't despawn. So after you kill a tower, it still stands. Minions still up.
Yep. They just stand in the middle of the lane.
You'll get like random gods just floating in the like abyss outside of the map. So that's pretty neat. And then if you spectate a game immediately after that, the entire team comp from the first game that you spectate are all AFK in front of Titan. So that's neat. And then when you quit Spectator and you go queue a conquest, your entire screen is black and you have somebody else's ability art instead of your own. So we love console Spectator.
Fro, This reminds me, I had a bug on Persephone. There's
I start bashing my head on the fucking wall. This is my getaway space. Here we go.
It's not that bad. It was just an art effect screw up. When you go in, like when you die and go into your after death, when I came back from my next life, the 3, what like her flutter had the death art where it has like the flashy pomegranate thing. For like the rest of the game, it like wouldn't go back to, like I couldn't see the timer or the cooldown on it or anything. It was just like
weird.
flashing pomegranate image. So that might need to be looked into. I was
Flashing
playing an assault game. I know that. That's what it is.
Persephone in Assault is weird.
Yeah,
All right,
she is.
because
She's
I was
really
playing
buggy.
with Leaf Warrior from BMT like 2 weeks ago, and I was playing as a Scylla, and I ulted a Persephone, and she died, and it didn't reset my ult.
Oh,
But
because
it works normally.
Oh, because she went into her passive?
Yeah. But it works
Interesting.
normally
in other
times.
game modes, yeah.
Yeah.
Persephone's really buggy in a
then-
few different situations.
There was another... Oh, boy. There was another one with Persephone when she died. Or another... I don't remember what at the top of my head what it was. But, yep. I was playing a Leaf Warrior, had that happen. Anyway, if you guys want to talk about some bugs...
Let's
and
talk
some
about the
other
review.
shit, I can talk a little bit about the Olympian meeting here. So, the big one will start... Or not the big one, but since we already talked about Persephone. Persephone in Walls and Joust. That's something they need looked at. A lot of them interact rather weird.
I don't think that was just
from a
Persephone, right? I mean, there's like other ones too, like Janisol's and stuff.
Yeah, the walls in general, but
Yeah.
Persephone right now has a lot of the issues
Yeah.
more than the other
Is it
ones.
because her alt doesn't
Like,
stop
I don't
on
know if
certain
this
walls,
was
or...
fixed. Yeah, a lot of that.
Huh.
God, what is it? I know there was one where like you could alt the Bull Demon King behind him, but because of like how the stairs are there, it shoots through it and just goes right through the whole fucking map and just disappears, and your alt gets wasted.
Oh,
I remember
like
correctly.
alting into that back corner. Okay. That's an interesting
Yeah, like where the Bull Demon King like behind him.
spawns, yeah.
It
It's
was
a
something
spawn
like
area.
that because of like the weird step there and just different walls in general in that map. And then this was one from pretty much all the Olympians. A lot of you guys seem pretty fucking happy with the state of the game right now. Honestly, we've been getting a lot of good jobs, like nice improvements, doing well. Gods are looking cool. Gods are being fun.
I think the skin concept and the skin, like the art team, is like been killing it the most.
On
Like,
top of it. Dude, they...
Like,
dude.
oh my god! Like I like pretty much like ever in the season, the skins have been like phenomenal. Like they're just like the coolest idea, and when they actually show it in game and stuff, it's like wow, that is.
There's only been
pretty
one
amazing.
skin that looked weird, and that was the Artio skin. But
Yeah.
And they got shit on because of it. It's like, god damn, guys, can we go back like for the past 2 years and look at all these fucking amazing times and like, oh my god, someone fucked up once? Like, chill.
Yeah, no, like I wouldn't say art was bad with Smite back then, but compared to now, like Smite art team like has just been killing it. It's like
100%. I agree.
just beautiful.
So yeah, the art's been just pretty phenomenal lately. People happy about the adventures and the return of all these adventures, and it's pretty cool. Like, people seem stoked for the classic Joust and the Corrupted Arena that's up.
Yeah, I missed Domination already.
Yes.
I used to play that way too much back in the day, but the only issue I had back then was the map was way too red, and that bothered me so much. But now I'm just like, alright, I still want to keep playing Domination. It's just a fun game mode.
Dude, Pele in Domination was pretty fucking good. I'm not sure if you guys tried that, but she could just zoom everywhere and blow people up. It's like, come around the corner and you run into a Pele. Nobody ever wants to do that.
All I played was Jingwei, just get to the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're the one person who wouldn't care. Knock me up, I'm gone.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I'll just sit there, grab
All
it,
right.
and dip back. map control with Jingwei was fantastic.
So we also talked a little bit about some buffs and nerfs for different various gods. Couple that I'm gonna bring up here is because I love Discordia. Discordia, apparently people find her very underwhelming. I personally disagree, but I ain't gonna say anything because I love Discordia.
Strife is hard to hit, man.
Strife is hard to hit.
Sure.
Yeah, they were like literally talking about that, and I'm looking down in this Discordia tattoo I just got going. Yeah, we can buff her. No, but she is somewhat underwhelming. The big thing that seems to be brought up is the fact that you want a 2-1-3-2-1, right? Because hopefully you have low cooldowns and you can sit in your thing and wait for the 2-1. Now you've dumped your entire kit and you are completely fucking worthless.
Isn't that a mage?
Which, that's a mage in general, yes. But in particular, it's Conquest where she struggles. And I chimed in a little bit, being, Diamond Discordia, thinking that maybe it has a little bit to do with their dash, being able to jump over so few walls. And you can't get too many long shots with the ult in the jungle at all, because it just fucking bounces everywhere. Granted, you do got the one showing where the bounces go, but... So that's something they're going to have to look into. And then various items. One, some feel that, E-Staff and Pythags are a little strong right now. But then there's other items that I brought up that I thought are really kind of just underwhelming, is the words I used. Would be Soul Gem, Polynomicon, and Typhons. Typhons is literally like the Anubis item.
Yeah, no, Typhons
That's what it gets called, and it's only for Anubis.
No,
Soul Gem, its stats kind of suck. I know more people besides Anubis can build it, but that's the meme.
I kind of like building Soul Gem, mostly because it gives that unexpected damage that you're like, oh, that's right, Soul Gem proc. People just forget about it when you use it. I don't think people really calculate when to use Soul Gem. That might be a big part as well.
Are you using Soul Gem in the proc build, though? The one that involves Ethereal Staff and Soul Reaver?
No, I just get it as like an extra damage boost and some extra damage, like burst damaging gods like Scylla, who can just burst people down and stuff like that. I just usually generally build it with them.
Right. I like the item, but I find it, like, I only ever build it if I'm doing the proc build, personally.
That's fair.
And there's a lot of other, like, that's just because you're looking for that big boom, right?
I think it's undervalued because Pythags is so strong right now. Because it gives you a team effect in a team game mode. You know what I mean? Like, it's already got really good stats, and then it also gives your team good stats.
Its stats are okay. 65 power is not impressive.
I'll give you
10%
that.
Yeah, but I honestly don't think
okay.
it's underwhelming. I think it's just there's better items to get right now.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Those
Exactly.
if they get dropped down, then Soul Gem becomes more viable.
See, I feel it's both, really. It's a bit underwhelming in general, just because it's, like, the health isn't the great, and it gives you, like, what is it? Or the power isn't the great. I think it gives you mana, right? Which is whatever. It's either mana or health. It gives you both. I mean, health is a little more valuable, but I think it is mana, and mana's meh. And then the 10% cooldowns, okay. That ain't bad. There's other items I would get if I'm looking for cooldown, but not bad. And then the little bit of lifesteal, which again is nice on a mage, but they're all stat-wise are all just kind of amounts or value in its own.
There's just better
But
proc items.
I don't
like Ethereal Staff
that's
is
the
just
thing.
too good
Like,
comparatively.
it's not trash. It's just a little underwhelming. And a lot of other stuff's better right now.
Yeah.
And more
Pen is-
preferable. A lot
Pen
of
is-
times.
Pen is too needed in mage builds, and Ethereal Staff is the best proc item currently because it not only takes away enemy health, it also gives you health to help you survive a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for the bursty items, you're getting Soul Reaver, you're getting Ethereal Staff over this to Hooties. Or if you're looking for lifesteal, you're probably getting Pythagoras Piece or Bancroft's Talon instead. Like, there's just other things that it's never the number one pick ever. really, except for in the proc build you want it because you want more procs. And Will and I were talking about this yesterday. Giannis, because Giannis can stack it on his rift in his portal, and it's pretty much so ready for every unstable vortex. So he gets it consistently on his main and only damaging ability for the most part. Yes, I know the one in the ult, but let's be real, people.
Yeah. You're only looking for the unstable vortex to hit that proc.
But then we also had just other things, like, voice chat in the PS4 when you DC doesn't work when you come back, but you can disable it and re-enable it in the settings. That should fix it, but they're looking into taking care of that. Just a lot of, like, Assassin's Blessing. People still think it's, even though it hasn't come out yet with a 50 HP, which I know isn't a hell of a lot or a huge buff by any means, but already complaining about that. And of course, there was a whole bunch of other stuff that I could talk about, but all I could really say is we talked about it. So if you want to know any more particulars, feel free to hit me up. We can chat. Maybe something I can talk about a little bit more discretion, but for the most part, everything, that's a good majority of a lot of it.
I just want to address the Assassin's Blessing thing. We had a mini conversation about it last night, and I really, thinking about it after that conversation and into today, I really think the problem isn't Assassin's Blessing. I really think the problem is the meta that we're currently in is very invade heavy, and everybody's blaming assassin, junglers, as the weak end, when really it's the fact that speed buff spawns differently than everything else, and harassing a jungler as a support literally doesn't hurt you in the late game. You can easily lose that level or two and still be effective because Guardian's Blessing is so strong.
I'm definitely gonna have to agree with you on that, because it really is the blessing. For whatever reason, the blessing and the buff are getting blamed for the meta.
Yeah, exactly.
You got people like Duke Sloth. Don't get me wrong, I love you, Duke. You're my boy. But when you got people constantly like Duke Sloth bitching about how Assassin's Blessing shit and speed buff shit, and that's why Assassins are shit, but really they're just being invaded by super aggro or harassed by super aggro supports.
Yeah.
It's not really the blessing or
it's not the
blessing
buff,
or the buff's fault.
No.
Now, go ahead.
The buff spawning at a different time is the biggest concern for me. At the beginning of the season, it worked well because you could put your mid laner there to help clear it with the jungler, and the mid laner could still make it to wave and get all that XP and hit level 2 at the end of the first wave. But with the way the meta is playing right now, there's too big of a delay because of the jungler being there, the support being there, that the mid can't help because he has to go get that farm from mid lane. It's just, it being on a different timer just leaves it to so much affecting the map later in the game. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, we got to go back to everything spawns at the same time, in my opinion.
There's a whole bunch of different things being kicked around, and all of them are very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we've all been around the block before. Worlds is coming up. Ain't nothing changing too major.
Yeah, no.
It would be, honestly, just unfair to the pros.
Oh, 100%. So, they're not going to change anything until Season 7.
I know, yeah. Well, not guaranteed, right? I mean, they'll do some things after.
They're going to shift some things.
Any okay, I'll even go back to what we talked about in our Olympian meetings. Killer brought up, you did Raijin nerfs before Worlds, or Raijin buffs before Worlds. Isn't that kind of odd? Because Raijin's one of them gods
who can,
where he's in or he's out.
Yeah.
And he's either blowing you fuck up, or you're I'm not worried about it. On a competitive level, at least. Yeah. It's where's Raijin? Or there's Raijin. That's,
No, 100%.
That was even brought up. But yeah, most of the thing, and tier as well, that's a lot.
That's going to be a huge
to have happen to tier. That's Season 5, Oler getting all those buffs right before Worlds. Yep. Oh boy. But, so they're not going to do anything too drastic before Worlds, as everyone should already kind of know.
Yeah, the map
Yeah.
is. They're not going to do a map change. They're not going to do a timer change. They're not going to do a big.
It's too risky.
Yeah, it's there's too much meta potential shift, which would really screw the whole Worlds tournament after the split that we've had.
Yeah, it's like this.
Do it. Let's have chaos.
And at Worlds, you literally have thousands of dollars on the line for different
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Okay,
It
that is a
would
fair
just
argument.
be unfair. Yeah. Well, you got all these pros and SML teams and SCL teams that are gonna pick a couple $1,000s if they get first, and you come in and switch a strat that they've been practicing, like
It's too
hugely
close.
switch. So all of them, it would be unfair.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we're ranting a little bit. Why don't we go ahead and make a few announcements here, Willow? I'll let you take charge on this one.
Oh, you're gonna let me do it? Okay.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're the one who did a lot of the typing work anyway, so.
Okay. So on the back end, I know a lot of you have heard rumors of this. We've brought up that we have wanted to set one of these up for a long time. Well, it's officially released. It's been in the works for a little bit. We wanted to do a couple other things before we released it, but we are officially announcing our Patreon. If you want to support us in any way, shape, or form, you can find us on patreon.com/BOTG podcast. Feel free. We'll put a link in the description as always. There's a $1 tier. There's a, what is it, $5 tier? I'm getting them all wrong.
It's a $2 tier. So if anyone wants to just
that's
contribute,
right. I think I had to change that. I don't think it ever got changed. But there's a $2 tier, a $5 tier, a $20 tier, and a $50 tier. For the $1 tier,
and we won't bring the. Go ahead.
For the $2,
I'll quit interrupt you. I said you could lead it.
Yeah, exactly.
My bad.
Shut the fuck up. For the $2 tier, you get to. It's just kind of a. It's just kind of a quiet supporter. If you want to support us, but don't really want to be don't want to spend too much money or whatever, you just want to be a quiet supporter. It gives you access to our private Patreon Discord, and we won't shout you out because that's kind of like the tier where it's the lurker tier. That's what we call it.
The point of this one is you just want to give us a little and be discreet.
Exactly.
Type thing.
For $5 tier, it is our, what did we call it? VIP, I think, something like that. And for the VIP tier, you get access to our once a month private episode. We will be bringing that out probably the end of October, beginning of November for the first one. So if you're at the $5 tier and up, you will get access to that special episode and also access to the Discord. That's all for $5. At $20, yes, it's a pretty big jump, but we will be mailing you a handwritten letter and a little bit of swag, and you will also get access to the Discord and the private episode. That's all for $20.
That's right. You'll be getting a handwritten
letter for your thankful support.
I may even put on the lipstick and kiss it for you too if you want, but
Aww.
we'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll spray my perfume on it.
At
X's and O's.
You will also get a shout out on the episode if you are a $20 and up Patreon. At $50, this is the weird one where you get all the stuff that we've mentioned before. And at $50, you can choose an episode to listen to while we record. So you'll be in the Discord chat, but you'll be a silent listener. I think our role is actually muted guest or muted listener or something like that. So you get to hear us record, hear us just chit chat behind the scenes, our banter. Maybe you want a specific guest. We have a few coming up that are going to be pretty cool. You can sit in and listen to that episode behind the scenes.
Just a little forewarning, when it comes to guests, it will be a little bit guests.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to ask them all if they're okay with it.
Yes.
And if any guest doesn't want anybody sitting there, unfortunately, that'll be a week where it won't be possible.
Yes.
That is
at
you're going to have to work
discretion.
with us a little bit on this one, but on the same hand, we don't expect a lot of people to actually do this one either.
Yeah.
So,
no. And that's why
realistically, just a little.
But if you are interested in supporting us in any way, shape, or form, our Patreon is officially open as of earlier this week. So please feel free to join in, give us your support. Any little thing helps us in any way, shape, or form. So, and we appreciate all of you that will potentially sign up for our Patreon. The links will be in the description.
Or alternatively, if you just want to pick yourself up some merch, you can always head over to the Teespring and pick yourself up some BotG merch over there. That also does support us.
Yes. Now, with that,
thank you to anyone and everyone.
As you say,
yes, I forgot another announcement.
This one. With that,
I did.
And the release of our
here I am.
Patreon.
That would have been a slick transition too, if I remembered, wouldn't it?
I thought you were.
It really would have. I dropped the ball. Sorry.
Yeah. With that announcement that we are dropping our Patreon, and the fact that HRX is coming very shortly, we are giving a promo code for our Teespring for 10% off all items in our store. The promo code is BOTG2, the number 2, HRX. So BOTG to HRX. And it will be activated until the Wednesday, I think, after HRX is done. So you have all the time in the world to get your items so you can support us at HRX. Show your love. If you show up with something that you're wearing that says BOTG, I promise you somebody will give you a hug.
I may bust out the lipstick and perfume once again.
Exactly.
Are you gonna have your fancy perfume?
I'm gonna literally carry around bottle perfume just for this.
Couple of X's and O's.
Oh God. So if you want to support us in any way, shape, or form, find the links in the description. Hit us up on Patreon or at our Teespring store. We would love any support that you have. Don't feel
just because
like
we know only true fans check out the description. We'll put that promo code in the description.
Yes.
So you can just look there.
Yes, exactly. And don't feel like you have to support us. This content that we do on a weekly basis will continue to be free of charge. We will continue to have an episode every week, just like we have been. You'll be able to listen to it. Don't feel like you have to sign up for Patreon to get content. We just want to give people that want to support us a little bit more, and that's what Patreon gives us a chance to do. I think that's it.
So, last week on the Hat of Purgatory, I heard Willow got drawn to do the Oler run.
No, wait, hold on. You said drawn. I volunteered. You're welcome, Nev. Because Depp was literally just going to say, here you go, Nev. And I was like, it's Nev's birthday. I can't do that to her. So happy birthday. I hated this. This was fucking atrocious. It was so bad.
Happy birthday. I hated it.
I was fucking there. Trust me, I know.
It was terrible. What was I gonna say? I got three. We got 3 items in. It was bad. It was bad, people.
Remember how we've mentioned that Fro at times can be a bit of an F7 warrior?
Mm-hmm.
So Willow goes to surrender. I think it was 18 minutes because we weren't. It was still fun
probably
until
12
then. Basically,
it was probably at 12 the first time I surrendered.
No, it wasn't immediate the first time. It was a little bit
15.
after, I thought.
Maybe 15.
Maybe. All right, I'll give you that. 15 or so. Because I was still having fun. Everyone else was still having fun. The surrender vote comes up, and one other person, because we had a rando with us, I think, he voted no. And I voted no. And Willow's like, who the fuck just said no? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm still kind of having fun, and I'm 3-2. I ain't doing bad yet. He's like, I am fucking Oleron Jungle, you bastard. Get me the fuck out. And I'm like, oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't think about that one. So the next surrender vote, I surrendered.
Yeah, no, it was bad. I did get a kill, and because I had to build full movement speed, oh my gosh, it was I built Cursed Orb, I had Talaria boots, I think I was starting Hastened Ring before I went back to get Doom Orb, but it was 20 minutes, and I had 2.5 items, and my ult was ganking with an Oleron ult feels really bad. You usually for an Oleron, you want to be in the lane, so when your jungler comes in, you can use your ult to slow them down so your jungler has a better gank. As the jungler, that doesn't happen. You come in to use your ult and like kill them, and they still have stuff up from just like 1v1ing with their the opponent or whatever. Yeah, it really didn't work. So that's how I feel about it. We got run at. They had an Athena who was playing really well. And their jungler was playing really well. And we just had no pressure in any lanes because I couldn't, like, I literally said I got a farm for the first 20 minutes of this game, and they didn't let us. So they did really well to play into what we were trying to do, and we didn't do very well to play our game. So that was the Hat of Purgatory last week. This week we have a request from, who did he say it was? Sir Embers, I believe. He requested a while back that we use... Froze typing in chat. Oh, Sir Embers, I was right. Sir Embers requested a Hat of Purgatory a while back for AA Zhong because he basically has 2 autos, guys. I'm not doing this one. That's all I have to say.
It's so bad. It's so many levels.
Oh, Fro's calling it Zong Double Tap. And apparently he's volunteering. And I'm happy because I don't want to fucking do this.
There's so much wrong with that. It's just...
Yeah.
No.
Auto attackers, like, he does... Zong is really good at just being a nuisance.
Yeah.
And, like, hitting really hard with his abilities. And AA gods don't do that. Like, that's not their... Like, what are you going to do when you have to ult as Zong and you're trying to auto attack? I mean, like... Alright, I'm hitting my ult for 50 a tick, and I'm trying to auto attack you to death, but you're just running away. That's not working. Too bad he can't build Frostbound. That might be viable. So yeah, this is gonna be bad. Fro Double G is taking this one for us. He's hitting the crap on this one.
I don't know. I'll play Zong. I like Zong.
I like Zhong too, but not like this.
Right. Just wait.
Just wait for what?
Wait for me to get him an assault, hopefully. Because I don't want to do this in Conquest. I really don't.
I don't think anybody
Although,
wants you to do this in
mages
Conquest.
are in the duel lane right now.
This is
Surprise, motherfucker.
Mages are in the duel lane.
Meta is so weird right now. I don't think the current meta is new player friendly at all. They're just gonna be so confused.
Do we want to pause for Nev since she has an ice cream truck outside her window?
Either that or we can sit here making fun of her because she's got an ice cream truck stuck outside of her window.
True, we can do that. But we also want to get this episode done.
I kind of want to roast her one more time. I mean, all right, fine. So, why don't we just go ahead and wrap this on up then?
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up. He won't leave.
You want to go ahead and
Sorry.
tell us where everyone can find you?
Sure, yeah.
Post all your social, or tell us all your social media and everything.
Oh, geez. I think I only have Twitter pretty much. So I have Twitter. You can find me at spjithins, Jithins. I know, so hard to spell. Trust me, my first name is Jithin, so I wasn't really creative with my username, so I'll give you that. But yeah, you can find me there. Or if you ever need to compete in my tournaments, it's a Smite Prime, so you can come out and compete there.
You have a Smite Prime Twitter too, right?
Yes, at Smite Prime.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you just want to hook us up with a link to that Discord, we'll put that in the description for you too, so if people want to hop in there.
Will do.
You are also very
Willow.
active. You are also very active on the Smite game Twitch, so you can usually find you there.
Yeah, that too. I forgot about that one. I don't know why.
So Willow, why don't you tell us where you can find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, in the Discord, on PSN, all at Willow1771.
Okay. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but so I'm able to catch like the very first little bit of the SPL, SPML games and all that when they start at 10. Or 11, sorry. Do you ever notice me atting you saying, "Hey, baby"?
Are you adding me?
Yes, literally, I will type in at Willow, see if you're in there, and then just at "Hey, baby."
No, because I almost exclusively
have it in the background. Yeah,
well, no,
I figured, but I do it. I literally, every time I hop into the stream, I see if you're there.
I'm almost always there. You are correct. But
you are.
Always have it closed, like off to the side.
Oh, yeah.
And I never have chat open.
No. I literally send the at and then put it on chat only, and then turn my screen to like complete darkness, and then put it in my pocket. So I have no idea if you've ever responded.
I've never noticed because my chat is always muted.
All right, so I heard a Nev laugh. Sounds like she's done getting her ice cream. How was the fudgesicle? Or let me guess. You definitely seem like you're the Captain America pop kind of person.
Really? Not
Actually,
the SpongeBob
no.
kind?
No.
No SpongeBob either? Wow. Disappointed.
No.
I feel like you're a Choco Taco.
I'm Nev. You can find me.
All right. Okay. Fine. Not gonna fucking tell us. That's all right. Eat your ice cream in silence.
It's all right.
Guys, I gotta mute myself. This ice cream truck is sitting in front of my house. I don't know why. I only waved him down.
You can find me standing outside my lawn yelling at the ice cream truck to get the fuck away so I can continue recording this podcast. And you can find me in most places at Nevea03.
Nev cuts to the front of the line, puts her order in, tells the kids to fuck off so the ice cream truck will leave. How nice.
Poor kids.
And I can be found at fro_double_G on PSN, the Schmite game itself, Twitter, Discords, Mixer, Twitch, even though you'll rarely see me in those. I don't stream or anything. But you can find me there still. And also, one last thing before we go, Depp and Bryce aren't here. New record, latest.
Ooh, that's the latest.
Latest ever. Also, wildmonkeydesign.com.
Wildmonkeydesign.com. Enjoy this sweet-ass song from NCS. And make sure you drink plenty of water. We'll see you on the next time of Battlegrounds of the Gods.
Goodbye.
Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Post-recording Nev here, just to let you know. First off, thanks for sticking around. Secondly, thought you'd like to know. Favorite ice cream? A drumstick. Goodbye.